Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I realize that many XRP holders are getting discouraged by the current XRP price behavior. The price of XRP dropped to a 24-hour low of 68 cents only yesterday. As a result, I can empathize with how folks here may be experiencing. But I want to give you some context, because I don't think it's reasonable for you to be pessimistic or worried that things won't get much better in the future because of the price action we've seen thus far. Not convinced. As well they should. In addition, I'd like to offer you the opinion of an analyst who predicts that the price of XRP will soon reach $67. Then, after that, it went up to $3.39. You're in the record-breaking territory there. However, life rarely works according to our ideal schedule. Please understand that I am not a financial expert and do not have any resources to recommend to you. Nothing I say should be used as a basis for making any financial decisions. For fun and as a pastime, I enjoy making videos about crypto-related topics to share on YouTube. Therefore, let's assume that trading sideways for extended periods of time is a regular aspect of price development. The process is referred to as consolidation. Furthermore, consolidation comes before growth. Indeed, that is the norm. You need not be a chart expert to understand this. That information is not beyond the grasp of the average person. Not only do I not claim to be, but neither do you. These are just elementary ideas. If you have eyes and you keep tabs on space and glance at charts every now and then over us or a longer period of you will notice these trends even if you aren't consciously looking for them. That XRP has never gone on a run without Bitcoin, hitting a new all-time high, is something I've said recently and is true. This is correct. While Bitcoin is generally trending upwards, it is also true that certain altcoins have experienced bull runs outside of alt season. Even when Bitcoin wasn't reaching a new all-time high, several altcoins were. That's true, right? I'll illustrate with an example. Since late 2017, I've been working with crypto. And I remember getting my first roll of Chainlink somewhere in the first week of December. I purchased this virtual cash somewhere about 25 cents, however I may be off by a penny or two and would need to double-check the precise pricing. And that was a bargain when weighed against the ultimate destination. Sometime later, it reached a record high of $52.85, up by around 25 cents. And I believe I paid little more than a quarter for it. I didn't have very much of it at the time. So it wasn't a major event in my life, since, they were probably close to whatever it was even back then. 2,000 digital coins. There are now more than 20,000, so, just because there are many cryptocurrencies and I've been involved in crypto for half a decade plus doesn't mean you can tell which one is best. It's much the same as human beings. What, you didn't see that coming? How on earth did you fail to pick the winning lotto numbers? Exactly. What they are, you have no idea. After that, events transpire. In general, that is the case around here. However, there is something I feel compelled to mention here, as we have reached the bottom of the bear market. After the 2017 to 2018 cycle I joined at the tail end of. The bear market bottomed out on December 15, 2018. The price of Bitcoin bottomed out around that region, about $3,200. It didn't reach a new record high until much later, as you probably know. Still, there was an improvement in 2019 overall. So, let's examine Bitcoin right now. The Bitcoin situation at the end of June 2019. If Litecoin wants to provide a chart for me, I have no problem with it. Just so you know where I am. You can see that it is June of 2019 if you follow my circling. Bitcoin's price rose to some extent throughout that time period. Separately, Chainlink was another option. And I'm aware that this doesn't seem like much right now. The reason it's showing $52 as the all-time high is because of that. However, this was a huge change in the positive direction. Since you brought up Chainlink once more, I'll assume that you're referring to the year 2017. Then in October it's 45 cents here, and in November it drops to something like 15 cents. But I do recall purchasing it towards the beginning of December. In this area, prices are listed as $2.60. From there to, say, a year and a half later, that's a fair amount of time. When it hit $4.29, it was the highest price ever. This is a huge sprint. And it's a huge surge at a time when Bitcoin was, well, trending upward. Neither Bitcoin nor any alternative cryptocurrency was making new highs. So, I'm just letting you know that there was a lot of consolidation in the fact that this one cryptocurrency, with its own set of peculiar circumstances, reached a new record high. Bitcoin was trending upwards at the moment, so it didn't matter that there was no old season or that it hadn't yet reached a new all-time high. This altcoin, then, was met with enthusiasm and positive feedback. That's the point I'm making. Please bear in mind that I do not make price forecasts and that I have no idea what the future holds in terms of price movement. I can tell you right now that I have no idea what the future of the XRP price holds. However, I do think that the size of the crypto market will grow in the long run. I can see that XRP acceptance has been rising. I can see that it is the only major cap coin that has legal clarity in the United States, and the rest of the world is taking notice. What's to stop XRP from making a tremendous run, perhaps even to an all-time high, now that it's unhindered when Bitcoin starts running? What if there isn't a previous season? That may or may not happen, though. I'm only letting you know that I'm aware of the disparities and providing an example from the past. Chain Connect this and that never gave rise to any kind of legal action. But I don't think it matters too much that we finally have the legal clarity. Chainlink was on shackle the whole time, and now XRP, I still think the price is artificially suppressed. I don't buy that at all. I believe that recovery will be a gradual process for the market to eventually balance out. My guess is that this is just the beginning. That's precisely how I feel about it. But there is a merging of forces. So, let's go over a few more details. So, have a look at this. See it in context here. This was posted this afternoon by a trustworthy chart analyst who has 343,000 followers on Twitter. Central ideas. The Bitcoin price of $30,400 continues to serve as the dividing line between bulls and bears. There have been no large-scale liquidations or panic selling during this point decline, he added, and he was able to keep it under control by consulting with Drew. After that third milestone, we should finally be nearing the end of this month-long consolidation structure. According to him, it doesn't matter that we've been below average at times, he still considers us to be above average overall. Totally typical. To whatever extent he believes this is consolidation, and that it is preceding what will eventually be expansion, a move to the upside, there will be unpredictable volatility. And how do you envision XRP's price action mending now that there is legal clarity? Think about the ultimate reaction of XRP. So, here's a tweet from Harry, a chart analyst who is renowned, famous, even, in the XRP community for predicting the largest bull run for XRP in history in the middle of December 2017. When entropy was trading at 20-something cents, it spiked to nearly $4, an all-time high. Nevertheless, 2.5 weeks later, he correctly predicted that the price had peaked. And thus, on July 13th, here's a tweet. That's the day the law became very clear on XRP and Rocky Highways. Congratulations on today's success. If you keep buying, your old June goal might turn into support. What he's saying is that we have a goal in mind for the month of June. That would be a cushion even if it reverses course. After the breakout, the market has been stabilizing slowly, with investors maybe weighing a reversal of course by Ripple as the month draws to a close, as he tweeted this morning. If we slip below this level, the XRP monthly chart will be a total disaster. So, if I'm wrong and the close in July was actually closer to 80 cents, please correct me. There you have it. He expects this month to go well. Moreover, I have no idea where the market is headed in terms of price. However, according to a July 27 article on Coinpedia titled "Our XRP Price Rally Analyst," there may be a breakout in the XRP price soon. And many experts are expecting rapid development in this area very soon. And I'll just say, if you see equity markets going up, Bitcoin goes up, XRP is free, and we know that the price action for XRP is what it needs to heal, so keep that in mind. So, fill me in on the rest of the story. So, this is the view of the chart analyst and dark defender. The daily chart is within the bull flag area, he told his 91,300 Twitter followers, and XRP has found support at 71 cents. I'll just add that I saw XRP drop to 68 cents briefly, but I suspect that was more of a wick. As so, it'll have to do. That's a weird thing to say. That's not too far off. Then he states that the weekly and monthly trend indicators are green, but the daily one is not. That implies XRP will be struggling between 77 cents and 71 cents beginning on Monday. We figured the breach would occur in August. Earlier in July, we had the first leg, and where I expect XRP to initiate a second wave of growth before July 27th so that the current upswing can continue. Next week, a choice will be made that will get us closer to $1.67 and eventually $3.39. Though I'd like to believe that he's correct, I can't say for sure that it will happen. However, I will add that my beliefs are set and they have been stated, regardless of the time frame. And I've decided to just hold because I don't know what to do otherwise. And if there is a bright side, it won't happen on my timetable. To that end, I am making an effort to increase my visibility. Therefore, if and when it occurs, as I expect it will, I will benefit. But I don't want to be chasing into anything when it runs into the phone and the people who FOMO in, and by the time you hear it, it's either too late, or the degree of return you're gonna receive is dramatically diminished. However, people continue to act in this manner. And there's plenty of evidence to suggest they always will. This doesn't seem reasonable. Emotions, however, will persist in the human race. And most people don't even know the information exists. And even if they did know, their emotions would get in the way, so they wouldn't be able to behave rationally. So, I'm relying on people to carry on behaving normally. What I'm getting at is this. In my opinion, widespread uptake is imminent. I believe XRP would have been substantially higher, and I believe we would have seen a new all-time high for in 2021, if the ruling price had immediately reverted back to where it otherwise would have been. It's been a little over a week since we got the judgment. If not for the SEC versus Ripple case, the enthusiasm would have continued during that time. The process of recovery is lengthy. For about 2.5 years, nobody knew about it. Now that we know this judgment won't be issued with the flick of a finger, we can see that XRP won't immediately return to its previous level. And now we do. Okay. So, that's fine with me. That's cool, because it's still better than it would have been otherwise. As a result of the verdict, it went up from its previous level. I want to make sure he understands why XRP's value has dropped. As the price of Bitcoin falls, so does XRP. If you're interested, I've included a Bitcoin price chart below, and if you'd like to see where XRP currently stands, I'll quickly flip over to it. Allow me to alternate between the two. This is a 24-hour version of the same chart. The same thing happened when XRP mimicked Bitcoin. Why? As you can see when you zoom out on a chart, XRP has always followed Bitcoin. It's not useful to examine isolated instances of time because there are situations where the conclusion is more difficult to establish. There is no guarantee that the second will coincide with the minute, the day, and so on. It just so happens to have here, but that shouldn't be a surprise. It's not that XRP itself was at fault or that the XRP ecosystem was in some way responsible for this. As the price of Bitcoin fell, so did that of XRP. That settles the matter. So, that's it. Do I really need any more evidence than the fact that the correlation between these two graphs keeps growing and shrinking? It's the exact same damn graph. That and that are the same thing. It's all irrelevant. All of this is irrelevant. I basically think XRP is a function of being unchained and there being a lot less money in XRP as Bitcoin rises. If you feel that Bitcoin is going to go higher, which I do. Simply put, I anticipate a faster and more dramatic increase. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and see if I'm right. To be honest, I have no idea. But I decided to put my money where my beliefs were most likely to be correct. Since I'm not a certified financial planner, you shouldn't take any of my advice on whether or not to make a purchase. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next one, bye.